But guess what, though? I want y'all to repeat after me, okay? We oh, God. We need Troy Smith. Say it again. We need Troy Smith. Who can tell? This is a book I wrote called The Mindset of Successful Thinking, because everything starts in the mind, Jen. Everything starts in the mind, okay? But, this is for participation. I'm giving a book out each time. Tell me why you need Troy Smith. Who wants to go first? Tell me.
You're a great guy?
Huh?
You're a great guy?
That's good. That's good. But I'll give you one anyway. That's not the right answer, though. I'm going to tell you why you need me, because I'm the one with the money. Period. If you don't have no money, if you're not from California selling your $4 million cottage to come down here to buy a $1 million estate, you're going to need me. You need my money. I love to give out money. You know why? I love to give out money to people that qualify, though. Not to just anybody. I love to give to people that qualify. Yeah, if you qualify, I love to do an application. But the thing is, like she said, I think Kim said, but in 2020 was a high rolling 2020. Boy, I mean, we was balling, making a lot of moolah. Everybody wanted to be a mortgage person. Everybody wanted to be a real estate person. Guess what's happening in 2023? Everybody going back to work. They find somewhere else to go. They're going back in. But I'm going to tell y'all this, Justin, tell them what I told you if you want to get into this business. When's the best time to get into this business? Right now, why?
Because no one's working.
No one's working, but then also you don't have many responsibilities. If you want to get into real estate or mortgage lending, get into it while you're young. Stay at your mama and them house as long as you want to. Stay there for as long as you want. No one put no pressure. Don't let nobody put no pressure on you outside of your mama and them house. Okay, mama and them. If you need to stay in there, stay in there. Because right now, when you don't have much responsibility, you just graduated school, you don't have any wife, kids, anything like that, you can actually take the L's and let things go through the trials and tribulations. Then when they start booming back, you don't went through the hard times. You know what I'm saying? So mortgage is one thing. You need Troy Smith. You need me. Because why?
Because you have the money.
Good job, man. I got the money. We got plenty of questions and answers we're going to have, but there's a lot to go into this real estate business.
How did you get into the mortgage business?
My wife had a child. This now, don't listen. We had some kids, and I got tired of worrying about trading time for money. And one thing you're going to learn in this business when you get into real estate or whatever in this industry, you got to be the best steward of your time. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're giving a person a lot of time, it's like giving a person a lot of money and they don't know how to budget it. Because I'll tell you, when I first got into the business, I go anywhere I want to at any time. I go sleep in until about 10, then go have I go to lunch with you, Jen. I go to lunch with you. 4 o'clock, I'll do the application later on. Next thing you know, I didn't get paid at the end of the month because I only get paid what I go out there and get. So, but I got into this business though because it gave me freedom. I was able to get into the point where I was like, you know what, if I want to go to my child's school for lunch, I can do that. That's one thing this industry will allow you to do is give you freedom of time. But you got to be a good steward of it. But we'll talk more about it as we keep going on. In mortgage, y'all familiar with football? Everybody familiar with football? All right, y'all ever heard of Tom Brady? What about Peyton Manning or whatever? You got to be a quarterback the whole time. You got to be in 2-minute drill, call it Omaha every once in a while. You got to do an audible. You got to change it up. You're going to be a psychologist. You're going to be a doctor. You're going to be a pastor. You're going to be the devil. You're going to do all those things because sometimes you have to tell someone, no matter how much you pray for that, unfortunately, you use cash to pay that bill. And now we got to source where that money comes from. I got to explain things. So Jen won't be upset to say, Troy, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to do that loan. Now I got to call the agent and say, hey, just letting you know we're not closing this week. Why? And I got to be a counselor at that point. Let them know I'm sorry. But let's work through this together.
What can we do with mattress money?
Keep it in your mattress because it doesn't matter. Because let me tell you this. If you don't have, y'all not buying a house right now, but it's so many rules and guidelines. For example, he just mentioned the term owner suite. You know what it used to be called? A master suite. Why can't you use masters no more? It's not politically correct. So now you got to become a dang on English teacher. You know what I'm saying? You got to break it down. There's just a whole lot of audibles going on in this business. But the most important thing when you become a salesperson on the front end is that you got to be a self-starter. You got to self-start. You're going to be, remember I told you about that time? You don't use it wisely, you'll burn it up. You may want to sleep until 12. It's not in school no more. You got to go to work. You got kids, everything else going on. You got to be a self-motivator, a self-starter all the time. That's the most important part. Then we get to the point about having to talk to people, talk to that tree, because you got to learn how to practice and talk to everybody. So you got to learn how to do a lot of that stuff.